Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. This is my dad.
And this is my Eden. And we're going to read from Psalm chapter 4 this morning. Psalm chapter 4 says this: Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I did.
Mama's team.
Yesterday, we talked about how the inhaler is beneficial to someone with asthma, and sometimes we have what I like to call spiritual asthma, and it's hard to breathe and it's hard to catch a deep breath at all. But when we go to the spiritual inhaler, if you will, of the scriptures, it allows us to breathe deep again and to find comfort.
Unicorn is my favorite.
To find comfort in the fact that God is near us. So in Psalm chapter 4 this morning, we see that there is distress, there is fear, and this is a Psalm of David, and he is afraid. But one of the most comforting parts of this whole passage is that when he cries out to God, he is heard. God hears him. So listen to the rest of this chapter, and then listen how he resolves all of this. Just so beautiful. So verse 2, he says, O men, how long shall my honor be turned into shame? And that is a lot of what we're asking right now in this quarantine period. How long? How long will this continue? How long will this continue to happen? Some of us. All right.
I gotta go potty.
All right. And he says, but know the Lord has set apart his godly ones. Why don't you go upstairs? You go upstairs and do it? All right. I'll see you in a few minutes. Sorry. So the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. For the Lord hears when I call to him. Be angry and do not sin. Ponder in your own hearts on your beds and be silent. Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. There are many who say, who will show us some good? Lift up the light of your face upon us, O Lord. You have put more joy in my heart than when the grain and wine abound. And here's verse 8, and here's the clincher. He says this: in peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. One of the great things about technology is that when Eden is in her room at night and she needs us and she cries out for help, we have these little walkie-talkie things in each of the rooms, and we have one downstairs as well. And if she needs us, she can call out on hers. She can cry out in her room for either Shannon or me, and we can hear her. But the thing is, even last night, she had dropped something, or something was scary in her room, and she was crying, and we could not hear her. We couldn't hear her. Music was playing in her room for her to fall asleep, and for some reason this was turned all the way down, and we weren't able to hear what she needed. But the beautiful thing is that God is not like us. God is not like us. He always hears when we cry to him. He is always near us. And in this spirit of understanding that God is near us and he hears us, the psalmist says, in peace I lie down and sleep. And in the same way, you and I, we can trust that God holds all things together by the word of his power, and that he has all things in his sight, and that he sees us, he knows our needs, and that we can cry to him and he is near us and he hears us, and we can lie down and sleep in peace. For we know that in his hand we dwell in safety. I'm going to drop a few helpful things in the comments below. But yeah, that's Psalm chapter 4 today in our household. A little potty break, but that's how we're doing things today. Hope you have a great day, and know that we are praying for you wherever you're at. Thanks.